If we can reach 25%, that is a great achievement.
We have solid plan.
What do we have here are world-class infrastructure.
We want the state to be developed.
We do have also a specialist team.
That's why we came up with the latest initiative.
Invest Selangor.
Confident that Selangor will remain top investment destinations in the country, if not in the region. Selangor offers an abundance of business opportunities, and Invest Selangor is always ready to support your growth. This is our story.
Never failing to contribute the biggest slice of the cake to the nation's GDP year after year, Selangor remains at the forefront of the Malaysian economy. Last year, the state contributed 24.2% to the nation's GDP and attracted 6.63 billion ringgit in domestic direct investments and 10.41 billion ringgit in foreign direct investments. This puts Selangor at the highest rung of the ladder compared to other states in Malaysia. Aiming even higher, the Menteri Besar of Selangor harbors aspirations for the state to be an advanced global trading hub. With this goal set, Invest Selangor is positioned to play a vital role to ensure that this golden state continues to be top of mind as an investor-friendly location for long-term growth of both foreign and domestic businesses. Coming up this episode.
Welcome to the Curtain Raiser episode of Investment Insider, brought to you by Invest Selangor. In this series, we will go behind the scenes to uncover the stories of Invest Selangor, which has contributed to a solid and dynamic business ecosystem with a sustainable flow of domestic and foreign direct investments for over 21 years. We will be speaking to business leaders across the core industry clusters on specific case studies to position Invest Selangor as a solution provider and ideal business partner in overcoming even the hardest challenges that they face. Building Selangor together with Invest Selangor. Stay with us. Hi, you are watching Investment Insider with me, Cynthia Ng. For this episode, we are focusing on key players in the Selangor investment scene. Now, joining me on the show today is a special guest. He plays a very crucial role in ensuring that Selangor is the best destination for all investors, both domestic and international. Dato' Teng Chang Kim, he is the Selangor State Senior Executive Councillor for Investment, Industry, Commerce and SME. That's a lot on your plate, Dato'.
Yes, it's very powerful.
Well, thank you so much for having us here at your office, and thanks for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Now, I want to talk about Selangor as an attractive investment destination, right? Selangor is known as the golden state of Malaysia. In fact, right now, as of 2019, it contributes about slightly over 24% to the Malaysian overall GDP of Malaysia, right? Now, Selangor has a target that is to raise that contribution to 30% by 2025. How do you plan to do that?
Well, this is a very difficult target to reach. If we can reach 25%, that is a great achievement. Because if we can reach the target of 30%, that means other states are not making any contributions. That is not our intentions. So we need to have a plan. In fact, we do have a plan now. We have the Selangor Industrial Master Plan, and also we have beside this master plan, we have other action plan. We have aerospace action plan, we have halal action plan, and we have our in the progress is our bio action plan. So these are the plans that will help us to strategize and to carry out various initiatives. Selangor we are not actually competing with other states in Malaysia. We are competing with the regions, the countries, the regions, because what do we have here are world-class infrastructure. We have the second largest seaport in South Asia after Singapore, and this is also the 12th largest seaport in the world. And we have the third largest airport in South Asia, our KLIA. And we do have a big pool of our technical workers or the skilled workers. And even our workforce itself, we have 3.6 million of workforce. and we have the highest number of higher education institutions. And we do have also agencies in Invest Selangor. So this is actually a specialist team to help investors to tackle the problem, especially after they have obtained their license, especially in the manufacturing sector. They need a manufacturing license from Ministry of International and Trade. And after that, they will have to come to the ground, how to get their project started, how to get the development order, the building plan. And all this needs a lot of consultations and needs approval from various technical agencies. And this is where we Invest Selangor play the role. We play the role as the coordinator. We get every agency to come together to solve all the problems, technical problems faced by by the investors.
Now, going back to Selangor's target to raise its contribution to the overall GDP to 30% by 2025, how do you intend to achieve that in terms of what are the sectors that you think will contribute most to that target?
At this juncture, the services industry contributed almost 60% to our Selangor GDP, and it's 25% of the national GDP in terms of services industry. And in the manufacturing sector, Selangor's GDP from this sector contribute about 30%. And this is the two main pillars that contribute to our GDP.
All right. Now, I'd like to move on to what's happening in the world right now, which is the pandemic threat, the ongoing pandemic threat, and it is likely to stay with us for a long time. However, sentiment about economic recovery is on the rise. People are feeling more positive about the recovery. Businesses are doing better. In your opinion, do you feel the same? If we can talk about what's happening in Selangor?
A post-COVID situation will be, the supply chain will be very different. Of course, there are a lot of talks that investors, especially in the manufacturing sector, will come out from China and will come to South Asia. In fact, Selangor, we are not so optimistic unless we are really ready for it. There is no reason why the investors, especially from the West, in the manufacturing sector, would want to come to Malaysia, especially, if we do not offer something special.
Are we offering something special?
We are in the midst of planning it, how to offer ourselves to the place to replace China as one of the manufacturing base.
What do we have to offer?
Yeah. We, as I said, we have a big pool of talent, we have a big pool of workforce. What we need is to upskill them. All our industry, especially SME, are ready for Industry 4.0. We need to increase our efficiencies. If we are unable to do that, then all these Western investors may as well go back to their own country or go to the neighboring countries.
Sounds like you have a great plan, and I wish you all the best in doing so. Thank you so much, Datuk Teng, for having us in your office and coming here on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We confident that Selangor will remain as one of the top investment destinations in the country, if not in the region.
Thank you for staying with us. Earlier on the show, we saw how Selangor offers opportunities to all investors. Now, we want to know more about the state agency that is acting as the game changer in this business, Invest Selangor. With me today is its CEO, Datuk Hassan Azhari Idris. Thank you, Datuk, for spending some time with us today, and thank you for welcoming us to your office.
You're most welcome.
Now, Datuk, when we talk about Selangor, we know that it is the main economy driver for the country. In fact, just last 10 years, from 1999 to 2019, Selangor attracted more than 180 billion ringgit worth of manufacturing investments into the state, right? So do you see this trend growing positively in the near future? And really, what's the secret of Selangor?
Well, of course, we are happy with our performance for the past 10 years, especially for the past 2 years. We have been recorded quite high investment into the state of Selangor. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the global outlook of the FDI forecasted will be fall around 40%, and in the Asia region will be around 30 to 45%. Despite the negative outlook perspective, we are still confident that we will be able to attract quality investment to the state of Selangor. And for the past 6 months, we have managed to attract investment from a few multinational companies as well as the local companies in Selangor. Experience of more than 20 years, we believe that we will be able to assist investors in more effective way and efficient manner. And due to our geographical locations supported by the good network, good infrastructure, and also supported with the talent pool availability in Selangor State, we confident that Selangor will remain as one of the top investment destinations in the country, if not in the region.
Investors want good planning. They want long-term stability, right? What is Invest Selangor doing to ensure that happens for them?
We have solid plan in supporting the industrial growth in the state of Selangor. We started with our industrial master plan for the past 5 years and followed by a few action plan for specific industries, where we have 5 core clusters of industries that we are focused. First is the electrical and electronics. Second one is the F&B, or food and beverages. Third one is the transport equipment, which consists of aerospace and also automotive. Fourth is the life sciences, and fifth is the machineries and equipment. So we have a solid plan to assist investors, and also we have a very firm target how we want the state to be developed.
Sounds great, those plans. Just one final question about Invest Selangor, and how would Selangor be able to not only become the best investment destination in Malaysia, it really already is, but to be the best investment destination in the region. What are your plans?
We came up with various initiatives, but at the same time, we want to improve our delivery system. We want to improve the conditions of industrial parks or whatnot. That's why we came up with the latest initiative, which we call Managed Industrial Park, where our future industrial park will be different from the current industrial park. Our future industrial park will be more well managed and with better features to provide services to our potential investors in the future.
All right. Thank you so much, Dato, for spending some time with us and hosting us today. Now, we wish you all the best with your upcoming plans to build Selangor. That's all for this episode for today. My name is Cynthia Ng. Till we see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching.
Selangor is the gateway to ASEAN. Let's continue to build Selangor together. I'm Hassan Azhari, CEO of Invest Selangor, and this is Investment Insider. Join us for the next episode.
Let me start first explaining the name Big Dutchman.
It's for you to build such a huge infrastructure here.
Malaysia, as I mentioned earlier, is a very developed market.